Man who was traveling from Iceland to JFK apparently decided it was a great idea to drink an entire bottle of duty-free liquor. Well, after he did so, he became irate, started threatening people, started telling people that the plane was going to crash. In fact, he attempted to choke a passenger. Well, the passengers and the crew on the plane had the perfect solution to the problem, and here's the solution.
Oh man, that is funny, man.
Okay, here's the great thing is that, see, I have this black and white version of the photo, and in that, I thought they like extraordinarily renditioned him. I thought they had a hood over his head too, and then the duct tape, and I was about to come in with too much. Like, you can't.
It's funny because we just, the Washington Post just reported on a story where we did a rendition of a couple of Swedish guys. Now, those Swedish guys were, of course, black, so it was okay.
Right.
And they were Muslim, and they were originally Somali roots, so that's nobody raises a concern about that. But you see that picture, that guy's white, man. They took some risks renditioning him.
Yeah, like that's so. Boy, but you know, I'm claustrophobic, so I can't. Well, I can't even look at that picture.
Oh, really?
Like I could, in this, it was bad, and but it like makes me uncomfortable. Like you can't get up, you can't talk. I think I would die.
You know what's amazing about this story?
You're gonna have a panic attack, but you're not gonna die.
And then die.
And then die. You know what's amazing about this story, though? After the plane landed, of course, authorities, they took him to the hospital first, and they arrested him. However, no charges were filed against him. Apparently, this stuff happens every once in a while.
Really? That stuff happens every once in a while?
No, it's amazing. The Port Authority...
One passenger tries to choke another passenger? That happens all the time?
A Port Authority spokesperson said, look, people get drunk, stuff like this happens once in a while, and we're going to give them a pass.
I think what they did was they called it even. Because they had, like, they were probably worried he's going to sue them because they did this.
Yeah. How about this? We call it a day.
Yeah.
We shake hands or just
move on, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, imagine if he's right, though. Like, because, you know, sometimes you drink, you're having fun, whatever, you get a little heated, but he didn't actually choke the girl. We don't know, right? Imagine if that's the case, and then they did that to him.
Yeah.
Oh, how mad would you be?
Yeah.
Like, it's out of anger management, right? Where they're like, sir, please be calm. He's like, I am calm. They're like, that's it, get the duct tape out. Right? And they wrap his ass up. Oh, man, if I was innocent and they did that to me, I might have choked somebody afterwards.
I've seen how angry you get. I imagine that you can somehow get out of the duct tape.
Anyway,
it wouldn't be pretty.
Seriously, don't even come.
How much spit would be on the inside of that duct tape?
Oh, yeah. Okay, on a plane, don't mess around. I mean, look, people aren't taking chances to begin with these days. And now, I've said this before, everybody in an airport, including the guy who runs the Dunkin' Donuts, feels empowered to rendition anyone they like. They're like, wait, did you just say something at an airport? Did you just say something I am slightly displeased at an airport? Did that just happen? Authorities, right? So don't take any chances. If you're going to get drunk, you just go yell in the bathroom at yourself or something. Don't, because they're going to wrap your ass up like this.